Today's topic will be mast cell activation syndrome. Right? Today will be a little bit of a short one. Um, it's got so much shit to do. I thought, you know what, I can fit this in. Um, so make sure to check out all the other lives that I do, and also the ones with Sam. They're gold. They're fun, and I plan to do more of these. Maybe every day. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Think about it. How much you gonna? All right. So, mast cell activation syndrome. Here are some of the symptoms. Everything and anything you can think of. Pretty much. Relentless. Like, I have to really think. There's a lot. Low blood pressure, heart rate skyrocketing, tachycardia, and then also heart rate going slow while you're having a panic attack. Does that make any sense? So there was times where I would wake up at like 3 in the morning when I got sleep, and I would have these crazy reactions where I'd freak out. I thought this was it. This is my time, right? I'd be panting back and forth and just running back and forth, and I'd be in a full panic mode, right? Full like, right? And I would check my pulse, and it would be at doom 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 doom. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? Normally, when you're having a panic attack, it's right, right. But now it's like, a panic attack, same thing, freaking out, doom 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 doom. Right? I'm like, what the hell is going on? So, and then normally the rest of the day, every day was at rest. My resting heart rate was at 110, right? And I was used to having, I think, 65, 70. And when within a month, it went from there to 110, sometimes 120. There was one time when I had a freak out. It was at 150. What else is there? Skin reactions everywhere. I started reacting all over I was a guy who'd never had issues with my skin. Ever. Never. My brother did all the time. I didn't understand. I'm like, he's weird. He must have like my dad's genes or somebody else's. I don't know how the hell he got, right? I was all of a sudden becoming this skin freak, reacting. Eyes getting all dry eyes, right? Floaties. What else is there? Fogginess, blurry vision, relentless anxiety, food sensitivities. All of a sudden, like a light switch went like this. Literally, went like, doot. Oh, actually, more like this. Doot. Right? Actually, more like, hold on. Let's have some fun with this shit. Right? My sensitivities were like this. Right? I'm normal. I was like, hey, fuck it, all right. All of a sudden, doot. Chaos, alarms, right? So I was reacting, right, to everything. Smells, chemicals, sensitivity to light, sound, all the foods. All of a sudden, just like that. Freedom with food. All of a sudden, you got 2 foods you can eat now. And the thing is, I didn't know what my 2 safe foods were yet, so I had to keep eating the foods that were, bombs. So I was like, oh my God, I'm reacting to, oh my God, I'm reacting. Okay, soup. Okay, carnivore. Yeah, I should be good with carnivore. Soup, broth. Give me some broth. Freaking out, reacting. Give me some deli meat, reacting. Oh, fuck. Okay, what if, right? Everything, reacting. So the brain started sending me sensitivities because it was overwhelmed. And sensitivities is a way for you to cut back because you're at capacity, right? You're at capacity. It's a limiter. It's a safety mechanism, right, to get you to stop consuming your environment, which is danger, because everything's, the brain's like, we're letting everything out, we're not letting anything in. So you have these safety protocols as sensitivities that are being set, and you're in a war zone. What else did I have? Well, the relentless anxiety, right? I didn't. My looping thoughts weren't even that strong yet because the anxiety was so severe, right? Everything was impending doom. I couldn't feel my pulse. Candida out the ass. What else? My face looked pale, gray, sometimes green. Gastritis, nausea, of course. I wasn't sleeping. I think I was getting, yeah, like Sam was mentioning, 20 minutes, right? I'd be like, finally, I'm falling. I'd look at the clock. Let's say I look at it and it'd be like 2 o'clock. I'm like, oh yeah, finally, I'm falling. Oh fuck, right? I wake up. Oh fuck, I fell asleep. Great. What time is it? 2:20. What the? That was like nothing, right? What else was there? Oh yeah, every time I went to sleep, I was scared to go to sleep because I would wake up gasping for air, or the dreams that I had, I wouldn't even call them dreams. They felt like they were survival electricity, like traumatizing images of things that didn't make sense, right? It's like you were able to see what chaos was happening in, like putting a brain in a microwave. That was that's great description. My dreams were like as if you were put your brain in a microwave and press start. That's what I was. What else? Pains everywhere that were moving around. Of course, the nausea doesn't help. Eye pain, headaches. Um, what else? Man, you name it. Dizziness. I felt like I was on a boat, off balance, like I was drunk. I've mentioned this a lot, that I felt like my perception was off. So I felt like I was kind of like, whoa, I'm 12 feet tall. I felt like I was, like it was like, hello, 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 anybody down there? Anybody down there? Right? It felt like I was maybe not 12 feet tall, but like, well, 5 feet. Okay, yeah, 12 feet, right? Like I was walking on stilts. That's what I felt like. Um, there is so much more stuff I'm forgetting. Right? Constantly in survival mode. Like every second I was like I was a crazy person and trying to act like I couldn't even act normal. I was like, it's like almost like, please somebody help me, please. Like I couldn't even. And you can't ask your wife. You can't go, please help me. You can't, because your brain is still working. It's still going. No, no, no. She can't. What are you gonna do? Why even freak out? You're freaking out, but control it. What's the point of telling your wife? Having, the first couple times I had meltdowns. I was crying. I was trying to eat soup because she made me a great soup. I was angry, terrified, because I'm reacting to everything. This is weird. What the fuck? Nobody's gonna. And I knew I can't go to a doctor about this. What are they gonna tell me? And here's another thing. Western medicine, doctors, functional medicine, you name it, they don't know much about this shit. They don't know the way out. They're trying to figure out, like, mast cell activation syndrome is just a fancy way of saying that you're in a survival state, stuck there, right? You're constantly, right? Activation. You're activated. You're in that survival state, like you're fighting a bear constantly, right? To keep, you're trying to keep alive, but you're stuck in that state, constantly keeping alive. It's like the last second before the tiger it opens its mouth, and you're like, that reminds me of the Jim Carrey scene. Anyways, That's mast cell activation. So all the systems in your body get pushed aside, right? Because we got to keep them alive. We don't care about digestion. You're not digesting. You got pains. You're not pooping, or maybe you're having constant diarrhea, or you have undigested foods, or your body's not absorbing nutrients properly. You got muscle fatigue out the ass. You think it's weakness, but it's actually fatigue, right? You think there's something wrong with your colon or your ovaries, or well, I don't have ovaries, but I mean your you're some sort of what an important body part, right? You think there's something wrong, but it's actually that your muscles are cramping. Here's another thing, kind of side note. Muscles when they cramp up and when you're dealing with a lot of tension because you're in a survival state, they can mimic other things that you think are wrong with you. Like, oh my God, my kidneys are just, I must have a kidney stone. My testicles are, my muscles, right? The muscles can make it seem like you got problems with your kidney, your colon, you name another. Um, I'm having a brain fart today. I'm trying to describe organs, fuck, right? You can make it seem like there's an important organ that's breaking and going to malfunction. And muscles, when they tighten up, right? Because you're surrounded by muscles wherever you go. So if you have a group of muscles that are like going, you'll get like stabbing pains, right? Soreness, dullness, right? Tightness. And the thing is, if you have tightness here, it reaches to other places too. So if you have tightness, let's say right here, it can radiate to your shoulder, to your back, to your chest. And when it happens like that, then you get the chest pains. Then it radiates to the back. Then you think you have a heart thing. So just so you know, and went down these rabbit holes all the time, muscle tension, right? When it goes like this constantly, even when you're not aware of it, can bring more tension around the body and make you think that you have like an organ or your heart or something that's really scary that's going to burst or break, or you need to go to the hospital, or you're going to, this is it. Oh my God, right? Anyway, so mast activation syndrome is just a fancy way of saying that you're stuck. You're not stuck. Your brain's decided to play that survival program and bring it up a notch, 1,000 notches, right? So my trusty old baseline diagram, right? Activation syndrome. This is the program. Mast cell, right? Here, rest and digest. It's not running that. We need mast cell activation to happen when we're running from a tiger or a lion to fight or flee. This is normal. It's supposed to happen. Right? And our goal is to eventually bring it down again. But we're hardwired here now. This is our new normal. This is supposed to be normal. Right? After you kill a bear, it goes up. Right? You retreat. You're safe. Back to zero. But this hasn't gone back to zero. Right? Because of all the years of bullshit, it's staying here now. You could be at the beach, the most calm place in the world. It's still running this survival program. There's no tiger around. I know. Why is it running this program? There's no tiger. Because it thinks there's still a tiger because of all the years of tigers around you, right? You've programmed it there. That's mast cell activation. That's the gist of it. It sounds scary, right? It sounds really scary. I know. I remember when I went down the rabbit holes, me thinking, I know I'm reacting to histamines. And then I came across mast cell activation syndrome. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? And I was like, please, I hope I just have histamine intolerance. I hope I just have that. That's all I want. I don't want to, oh, this is sounding more and more like mast cell. Oh no, I'm in that group. I'm in the freak group, right? And when you go into that group, nobody's getting better. Everybody's getting worse. Everybody's trying to research. I'm like, I'm done with researching. I don't want to open another can of worms. Please. Oh, Monica. Right, I sound like Bill there, Bill Clinton. I don't need another mast cell act. more tests, more cans to open. The situation in Bosnia. I did not have relations with that one Monica Lewinsky. Anyway, um, so you go down the rabbit holes and you see what everybody's doing. They're like, well, eventually you'll learn to live with it. You're going to have to quit your job. You're going to have to accept this is your life now. It's because, you're not able to eat certain foods. At least we can acknowledge that. Yeah, you can take antihistamines. Yeah, right. Taking antihistamines? My body could not. That was scary. So I tried. I took some. I bought all the antihistamines. I was like, well, at least, right? You're willing to. You're accepting things. You're creating different realities. You're like, well, if I take an antihistamine for the rest of my life, at least I can live in a basement. And as long as I can see the sky, and have a beer maybe sometimes, I'm okay with it. Life is worth living if at least I can see the sky and see my daughter grow and pet a dog and maybe eat a pizza here and there. I'm okay with that, right? So I was willing just to do that. I was like, I'll figure it out. I'll carnivore it out. I'll fast my way out. I tried. It didn't do shit. So you start to accept these realities because these Facebook Karens are miserable, and because they're stuck and they've been eating fucking antihistamines every day for 20 years, which by the way isn't good for you. I don't know how the fuck they do this. Anyway, and then they got you doing these protocols. Somebody talks about, and most of them don't even allow you to go down any other rabbit holes that are bad for you. Right? They're bad. Those rabbit holes are bad. But at least there's a little bit of hope. There's like, if you heal your gut, this is the thing. You can totally heal from mast cell activation syndrome. If you heal your leaky gut, your SIBO, you heal your gut. You need to heal. If you heal your gut, you can live somewhat of a normal life. You will never get better, but it'll be at least 60% better. And I'm like, okay. But I've been trying to heal my fucking gut for the past 10 years. And then there's always this professional on every group. There's like 3 of them. Well, that's because you have to do a special detox. Your mitochondria is screwed and you have the motherfucking gene, which there's special protocols. We have all the supplements and you have to do them in a certain order, right? Every Tuesday's in a leap year. So make sure you do it on those days. If you don't, you might have a reaction, a Herx reaction, which is normal, right? Because of the blood-brain barrier. You might have, you got to get the charcoal to purge it out. What was it? Something diatomaceous earth to pull out the biofilm. Oh my goodness! It all sounds believable, right? And I've forgotten a lot of this stuff. All the terms. I used to know all the terms and all the protocols, and I used to fucking recite them to my mom and I'd be like, yeah, it's because there's a leaky gut. There's holes, and it passes the blood-brain barrier, right? And then you got, a Herx reaction, and then you got, my mom's like, Elmot, what are you talking about? Okay. What did you think you have this? Okay, you have that. Elmot, please stop. Please. There is nothing. You don't have. Okay, Mom, I have a problem with, because of the antibiotics. Because of now, see, I told you never take. Now I had to go on antibiotics. And see what happens? See? And when nothing happened. But I can't fucking eat. Because you are afraid, Elmot. You are afraid of eating. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. I don't give 3 shits about a tomato. I don't care about any of the foods. But I'm reacting. You are reacting. You think you are reacting because you are scared. So you think you have it in your head because how many times did you say you are Googling, Helmut? Did you stop Googling? And you didn't stop Googling. See? That is all the shit. You're looking for things and they come into your head, Helmut, and they scare you because it's exciting and you are scared. And now look, you think you're having reactions, Helmut. Mom, I've been having diarrhea every day. Yes, I know I have it sometimes, Helmut. Anxiety gave me a constipation. Gives me diarrhea. It's okay. It will go, Helmut. The thing is, she was half right, right? But she was wrong at the same time. Yes, it's all in my head, right? I don't like the word anxiety when it comes to that. It's just anxiety. It's all in your head, right? All this shit is real. But we are freaks. What we're dealing with is times 1,000, and it's affecting different areas of the body, right? Your immune system, everything, like fucked up areas. You're getting weird symptoms, right? Plus, throw in all the gut issues, ulcerative colitis, diverticulitis, right? Autoimmune issues, throw that in there, right? And then when you have somebody that doesn't believe you and go, they think there's anxiety and then there's the real things, right? And for me, the spectrum, it's all the same. It's all the same shit. It's all you're in dis-ease, not in your allostatic loads are up to here, right? And your survival state is programmed here. This is your main program. Hardwired, right? Something's got to give. Body keeps a score. You're pulling 747s, right? Which is a plane, right? Things are not going to work in unison. All the systems in your body it's chaos. Chaos here, chaos here. Nothing's in line, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. It doesn't care if you suffer. It's keeping you alive. But that's the problem. It's constantly keeping you alive to the point where you're feeling sick. It's like, well, you're burning the candles on both ends constantly. The wicks are like 1,000,000 miles long, and it's constantly burning on both ends. Right? It's a bad example, but right, you're running a marathon that never has a finish line. Right? Another bad example. If anybody can get better examples, I'm trying to look for a better one. My favorite thing. Tea with honey. Oh yeah, that's fucking good. Anyway, so that's the gist of it. And people make it so complicated. And I know because I was in it and I was feeling the complications of those realities that I was creating in my life because I was in these groups. And they paint the picture. They have these Karens that have been there for 20 years. They don't want you to get better. Sure, you'll get a couple of stories here and there that they don't catch or block where people like, I healed my gut, which is like impossible. Nobody heals their gut, right? By trying to heal their gut. You heal your gut by leaving it alone and updating the software. And then the gut follows suit after by updating the software right here. Right here. This is how you heal the gut. By updating this, right? This here. Because you have a second brain, because the gut is a second brain. This is the brain. This is the CEO. This is the guy, you're sitting in the dashboard, right? You got your higher self. You're wearing this meat suit. You're sitting in it. And this is my opinion. I could be right, but I don't think there's a separation between the brain and the body. I think this is the brain, the CEO, but this is also an expression of the brain. So this is the brain, this is the brain, this is the brain, but this is where, this is where you put the software to update it, right? I think the body is just an expression of the brain. But I could be wrong. I don't think I am though. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Because all you have to do is update the software and bring that survival state down over time. Because you're at 1,000, we want to get back to at least, 100, 200. Fuck it. Right? You got 800 to go. And this is where the behind the scenes work happens. The work. The 8 pillars. I know it's 8 now. The 8 pillars of recovery. The behind the scenes work where you're doing steps, you're doing the daily work to bring that survival state down. And when you start to let that fire, just make a. I always say I'm gonna have a piece of paper where I can make a fire sound. How about this? Here. Right? We want to have like it's a blaze right now. It's like, but eventually you want to have it. Yeah, that was shit. Anyway, we want to bring that survival state down, and hardwire it there. Right, the opposite, where when we're hardwired at survival at 1,000, you can be in the most safest places in the world. It doesn't budge. Right? It'll take forever for it to budge to move that needle. But we want to get it to the point where it's down here. Everything's freedom, no symptoms, no anxiety, no reactions. I feel good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right? When you're down here, and let's say you have some stressful situations happen in life, and it doesn't budge. Right? Couple more, maybe it budge a little bit. That's okay. A little bit of a mini wave compared to. So that's the goal, is to get it back down to 100, 0, maybe just 0 would be great. Back down to standby, the alarm system. We need to update the alarm system. We need to take the symptoms as opportunities to update the alarm system, right? That's what we got to do. And that's the gist of mast cell activation. It's scary. It sounds scary. The word, the label sounds scary. When you have a doctor in a white coat, when you have some of these YouTube videos, like don't look at them, but I'm sure you already have. And some of these people are probably not going to listen. They're going to go look. Some of these mast cell activation syndrome videos where there's a doctor in a lab coat, right? And he's writing all these formulas going, you see, you got the T cells over here, then you get the cells, right? Square root here. And then he's wearing glasses. He's telling you the formula of all what's happening and going down rapid, and they're zooming in, going, well, see, this is all dysregulated, and we got this here, and right here, right? It gets people believing that this is complicated. This is complicated. I need a complicated pill. Give me that complicated thing. Is there like a shot that I take? Right? They make it complicated because they're doctors. They're playing that role. But let me tell you something. They don't know what's going on. They're not up to par. And when usually it takes a couple of years for Western medicine to figure something out to get people relief. And even then, they don't know what's going on. But you're getting relief, but you're not getting to the root. That's the problem. And it makes them money to make sure that, obviously, you guys know that. But they have no idea. Western medicine, they don't know what the hell's going on. Same thing with functional medicine, naturopaths. They don't know shit. They don't know what's going on. Well, you got to go on a supplement protocol. We got to put you on IV meds, high dose vitamin C, high dose vitamin D3, and maybe a little bit of Aconish, and with a little bit of fucking anti-inflammatory. It's an antifungal. You need to go on antifungals, like all the buzzwords, right? Well, antioxidants, because there's inflammation. That's another buzzword. Inflammation. I think that was been the buzzword for the past 10 years. Inflammation. So you got to take I can't. My brain, I'm having brain farts when it comes to talking. Right. So you take all these high dose supplements that bring down the inflammation. You're forcing the inflammation to come down, and all these protocols, detoxing. You got to take out the metals. There's metals in the brain that's making your nervous system go haywire, making your brain make bad calls because there's a brain injury. You're injured, you're broken, and it's all wrong. Bullshit. Actually, it's actually saying that you're actually really healthy. Your brain is working really well. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's actually brilliant. It's doing things that nobody on this planet can understand. It's so far ahead of the game. It's flawless. It's acting flawless right now, actually. How is it act? I don't like it. Yeah, you don't like it, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. You brought it there. You didn't know. It's not your fault. But you brought it there. The reason why it's here is because of you and your environment, situations, life curveball. So the good news is you can recover. Oh, yeah. You can recover just like I'm opening. It's not a big deal. It's just fucking do this. Right? Boom. You can get there. 1,000%. Here's the catch. There's a catch. And this is the catch that you can bite into. And it's a believable catch. It's like, okay, I understand. Give me the catch. It's hard work. That's the catch. If you can do the work every day, be consistent, you will get there. There's also different stages that you go through. You're going to feel like you're going crazy. You're going to have more symptoms. You're going to have less symptoms, right? You're going to have some good days. We don't want those days. You know, the days that we want are the days where you feel like shit because that's where the work is. You need symptoms because they are opportunities to update the program that the brain's running, the software. That's your only job. Your job is to update the software, and your body and the brain, everything will do its job. It knows what to do. You got to get out of the way. Don't micromanage everything. Don't analyze, fix, or try to figure out. You don't have to. Right? And it was always supposed to be like this. We lost our way. We misunderstand it now. We misunderstand our brain and our body or our mind or whatever. We're misunderstanding it. The communication's been blocked, or we've been fed a lot of wrong information. Right? Our brain and our body are there to serve you. It knows what to do. You don't have to worry about your biome or your fatty liver or your right? You don't got to worry about any of that. But we do, because we're micromanaging it and we're making sure it's supposed to. You're not. Why aren't you doing your job? You fucking asshole. We're doing your job. Right? When you regulate the software, and update it, and it becomes like a lifestyle, which should be a lifestyle that you enjoy. It shouldn't be work. Right? I call it work because in the beginning it's everything's resistant. You're walking up a mountain. So that's why I call it work. Right? But eventually it's not going to be work anymore. It's going to be something you enjoy. It's going to be like you doing yoga or playing hockey or going for a walk. It's going to feel, you know how it feels good when you do those kind of things, or meditate. That's what the work is going to turn into. In the beginning, hockey's work, right? Because it's resistant, because you're doing things you don't want to do, because you're dealing with these alarms screaming at you. Alarms mean symptoms, right? Mental and physical alarms screaming at you. Anything you try to do that's not focusing on these alarms is going to feel uncomfortable, and it feels like you're resisting. This whole journey you're going to deal with a lot of resistance. So I try to dumb it down so it's not so complicated. Stop watching all the research that's out there to get you going, to rev your system up, which gives you more mast cell activation, right? You get stuck in a loop because you're running this survival program. So do the steps, do the work every day. You know what? Let me go over to the pillars right now. Let me go over them so you know what kind of work. And people are going to be like, oh my God, no, I don't. Okay, I get it. I can see the evidence that he understands what I'm going through, because he's talking about everything that I'm going through right now, and I get it. I resonate with that. And he recovered? Okay, that's cool. But what he's asking me to do to fix it, to get rid of it, this sounds really woo-woo. And my brain can't accept that. It's not something it can bite into. And I understand. I've felt the same way. Tell me something that's complicated. This is how I used to think. Give me something that's complicated that says that I have to take a pill every other Tuesday, especially on a leap year, and do it in a certain order. And if I said to people, or somebody said to me, you will only feel 60% better, I'm sorry, that's as far as it goes. You're injured. But you can live life somewhat. You won't have to go on disability. I would have been on board. I would have take my money. Most people would, right? But if you tell them, no, man, this is temporary. You're going to recover. Recover like 100%, even more, actually. You're going to thrive. You're going to be healthier now. How old are you? 47 almost. Yeah, you're going to be healthier now than you were when you're 25. Okay. He's selling something, snake oil. This is bullshit. You're selling pipe dreams. Or even if you're not, are you doing the spiritual thing? Are you doing this grounding thing? Are you saying to look within some sort of spiritual mumbo jumbo bullshit, manifesting some sort of, right? Are you saying, no, this is legit. This is legit. This is not woo woo. It feels like it. It sounds like it. Yeah, but you haven't said anything that's complicated. Well, there's neuroplasticity involved. Oh, what is that? Okay, I can bite into that. What, neural pathways? Yeah, a lot of neural paths. Okay, okay, now we're on to something, right? If it doesn't sound complicated, people won't. They won't believe it or buy into it or try it and be consistent because it's too woo woo. It's too hippie shit. What, do you want me to take fucking herbals? Come on, man. This is different. Come on, right? This is the way. And this is why it's hard to convince people to do it. This is the way. This is it. This is it. There's nothing else on this fucking planet. There's nothing else but this, because this is it. This is the reason. And not only that, when people start, they're going to go through a roller coaster. And there's stages of it. Just keep going though. Yeah, but people quit. So that's the second part of trying to get people to stay. First of all, convincing them this is a nervous system thing, your allostatic loads are full, you're running a survival program. Symptoms manifest. This is why you're here. Okay, that's hard for them to buy. Let's say they buy into it. They're like, okay. What do I do? Okay. Now you got to do the work. Okay, I'm doing the work. Things are getting worse. I feel worse. Yes. And you're gonna have that feeling up and down right up to the end. There's gonna be time at the end where you might feel the worst if you ever felt, right like a week before you're finished. And then the doubt comes, right? You need all of these things to happen because you need to allow them to be there. You need to expose yourself to them so much that you build that leverage of indifference. Building that leverage of indifference takes time, which allows your system to calm down and hardwire in, which updates the software, which turns off alarms one at a time. That's the gist of it. But while they're going through this journey, it's hard, right? And you won't see the needle move this week or next week much. You only see the needle move year to year. So it's like first year, but if you check next week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, right? I get it. I understand why people quit or have the doubt living in their fucking brain constantly. That's going to happen. The brain's going to send doubt. It's another form of trying to investigate for safety. It sends the OCD looping thoughts when you obsess, have the health anxiety as a way to scan for danger. It's supposed to do that because you're in a survival state. Doesn't that make sense? So it's like if Jesus were to come down and float down, go, I'm the Son of God. I have the answers here, right? He moves his hair out of the way. He gives you, here's the key of knowledge. Read the book. It has all the information on it. The texts will neutralize and the book will crumble in front of your hands, but read it and believe it. This is the root. This is the answer, my son. Okay, I gotta go. Right? Right? It could be right there and right in front of you telling you that. Right? People are still gonna quit. They're not gonna believe it. They're like, you know something? I don't believe this shit. Dude, he just walked on water over here. And then he fucking flew away. You don't believe it still? It's fucking Jesus, man. I don't know, man. I'm not buying it. If Jesus would have came down here and gave me a pack of pills and did some science, okay, then I would have believed. I'm like, oh, and if he would have told me that I'd still be sick, then I would have bought it. But no, 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 no. This is woo-woo shit. No, I'm not gonna. Right, and then convince them to do the work, and then it's challenging. It's you're making exorcisms jealous. Just that's just the way it is. That's normal. It's supposed to happen that way because there are opportunities, and to be patient. But if they stick to it, they'll get to the other side, right? They'll get there. Yeah. Like I said, recovery is like it's gonna. If you put the water in your mouth, you will drink it. It happened. I just drank some water. I fucking put it to my mouth. I tilted it. What certain degrees? I don't know what 45 degrees, and the water went down my throat. Yeah, that's how it's gonna happen. But it takes time. It's hard work, and you know what? You're gonna learn some shit. This is a gift. This is where I get woo woo. This is a gift for change because you need an awakening. So you need to receive it that way because any other way is the gift turns into poison. This is truly a gift. It's here to change your life. You're supposed to do bigger things. And along the journey of hell that you go through, you're going to learn amazing things about yourself, some crazy tools, and you're going to see the world in a different way that you never have. And you're going to get deeper into your spirituality. If it's with God, Jesus, Buddha, right? That guy, who's that guy that... whatever. You're going to be more in tune with your higher self, your guides, your spirituality. So that's the gist of it. Yes, there's work to do. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it'll take time. You will be challenged. But if you do it, you stay on track, right? You'll get there. Guaranteed. And put all the research... oh, yeah, I'm supposed to go over the pillars. Sorry, guys. Let's go over the pillars. Okay. This is this is what I teach. This is what I did. This is what I teach people to do. By the way, in May, I have a membership. It's with me and Sam. Group coaching, all included. So let me know here. Guys, I want to see how many people are interested. Go, I'm interested, blah, 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 blah. All right. May, sign up. It's going to be the gold standard. This is the party you want to be part of. This is going to be the best. People are going to be healing so much that they're going to want to get sick just to prove that they can heal again, right? They're going to be like, I fucking healed. Guess what? I'm going to fucking dysregulate just so I can prove to you, so I can see, so you can, I can show you how hardcore this is. This shit is so, right? This is going to be the best. Nobody's going to come close. All right. So anyway, visuals, right? You'll be doing visuals because that puts you in dose. Dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, and endorphins. Fuck. I always don't say it right. You're going to allow the symptoms. Let them be there. Let them do their thing, the thoughts, feelings, right? I always say before I even start, always work with your doctor, right? If you need to see a medical professional, please do, right? I'm not a doctor. All right. Back to the show. Allow and engage. Lift your mood every day. Raise your vibration. It's playtime, right? Do something 1 hour a day where you're elevating, right? If you're dancing, crocheting, if you're, you like laughter yoga, walking. I used to do walk and talks. I used to dance 1 hour a day. Fucking, in the beginning, I hated it. It sucked. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do my visuals. It sucked. It was like fucking torture. But eventually you're going to get into a flow and it's going to work. Because this gate is closed. It doesn't want you to be talking about pussycats and fucking rainbows. No. It wants you to focus on the danger alarms that it's sending because it's perceiving danger. It's trying to keep you alive. Yeah, it makes sense. But over time, you will get into a flow, right? Here's a big one. This is the biggest one on this planet next to the other three I just mentioned. Be aware of old behavior patterns is huge. Stop talking about symptoms. Stop Googling. Get off those Facebook groups. Be aware of your mental diet. Stop getting into, the news, politics, also like arguing about diets, arguing with people online. Like I used to do a lot. Sometimes I do still. I can't help it. But when I was in this state and I was doing the work, I was off Facebook. I was doing none of that. None of that. At all. I was not doing any of that. Right? I was just watching recipes and traveling places or destination. I was looking at places that I wanted to travel to. That's it. I was getting off all the toxic groups. Do that. No matter what, make that promise to yourself. Don't ever Google again. And stop talking to Sally about symptoms. Even to yourself. When you're by yourself, don't go, oh my God, my back. Ah. Don't do that. Because that's reaffirming danger. You're reprogramming the brain to fire off those alarms because it's doing what it's supposed to do. You're the programmer. You're the programmer, the master commander programmer. It's going to listen to you. So stop sending it message of danger while you're in the danger. Right? Our goal is to send messages of safety while you're in the danger. So, yes, exposure in stages. Right now, you got so much on your plate. Just work with what the brain sends you on a plate. You don't need to go digging for trauma. You don't need to be changing your core beliefs. Don't worry about that. That'll all come up when it's ready to come up. And the core beliefs will change by themselves. They'll update by themselves. So I wouldn't even worry about exposure. Put all the research that you did on the shelf. Create a bubble, right? So stop talk. If you're in a toxic relationship, get out of there. Toxic work environment, try to find another job. Or if you're not working at all, okay, good. You got all this time. Stop. Cut some of your friends out. This is another reason why this is happening. It's not just about the symptoms. The symptoms are just an alarm to get you to realize you need some changes. You got to make some changes, big changes. Because if you don't, you're just going to get sick again. Sure, you might recover for a week or two, and then, oh my God, and then you're living that old lifestyle. You're going to get sick again. Make the changes. That's why there's a big spotlight on your life right now. Cut those toxic friends out of your life. You don't need them. Fuck them. Get a dog. Right? If you're dealing with a narcissist in a relationship, get rid of them. Get a dog. So you're going to create a little bit of a bubble in the beginning. It's only temporary. Eventually, you'll come out of that bubble, and you'll expose yourself to life, live life fully. But in the meantime, you need the bubble. Put the research on the shelf. Fully commit 1,000%. Don't sit on the fence and hire 18 different coaches. Do all the programs and not do it. Not do the work. Right? I did visuals last August on a Tuesday. It was like for 3.5 minutes, and I just did them. So fuck you. I just did them like for 5 minutes. So yeah, I did Primal Trust. It was overwhelming. Did you do any of the work? No. Did you do DNRS? I didn't like the Macarena dance, so I didn't do it. I didn't resonate with Annie Hoppers, so I didn't do it. So right. So people aren't doing nothing. They know all the programs, and they wonder nothing's changing. But they can spend 8 hours a day talking about symptoms with all the people on the forums. All the energy in the world to do that. No problem. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah. Did you hear about Mindful Gardener? I like his approach. He's a bit of an asshole. He's a bit like he's a dickhead. He pisses me off. Like, I don't like the way yeah, but I kind of, Sam's pretty cool. I like her allowing thing, and like, I like their whole message, but I don't like. Okay, next. Routine is really important so that you're engaging in life. Stick to that routine. The hardest days that you have, that's why you have a routine. I don't have my calendar here. Yes, I do. I just have this one seems a little empty, right? But stick to a routine every day at 2 o'clock. The brain's going to try to hijack your thoughts. This is why you look on your calendar and go, what am I supposed to do? Boom, routine. I'm supposed to be going for my walk. Go for your walk, right? Don't fall into the old habits of, I'm going to take it easy today and self-soothe because I feel I'm having a hard day. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. Me, right? You can't be doing that. You can go me, but go and walk and me, right? Don't be stuck self-soothing, sitting on the couch or sleeping, right? Or sleeping because you're having a bad day. The bad days are prime time. They're opportunities. Get off your ass, right? Don't be like, yeah, but I feel like, yeah, but you don't know, but I feel. Get off your ass. Stick to the routine and start where you are. Whatever symptoms that you're dealing with, create something where you start where you are and build from there slowly. But do it every day. Never miss a day. That's why it's prime time. That's why you have a routine. Routines are really important. And while you're doing the routine, put in there movement in nature, right? Nature will take some of that schedule and fill it up, right? If you're walking 2 hours in nature every day, that's more that you're engaging throughout the day. Because if you're sitting at home, sitting on the couch with nothing to do, the brain's going to win. It has to win. That's its job. It's going to send you doubt, and you're going to start ruminating about your symptoms, and then you're going to get sucked into investigating, fixing, trying to figure out, and then there you go. You're in the old cycle again, stuck, not doing anything. So that's the gist. That's how you get out of it. It might sound woo woo, but that is the answer. That's the way out. That is it. That there's nothing. You can't, there's nothing that will get you out of it. It'll actually make it worse. This is the way. My dog's losing his mind. He wants to go out. 5 minutes. Tomorrow I'm gonna go live again, and I'm gonna make a post on my YouTube. I'll make a post and I'll tell everybody what time I'll go on so that you guys can follow. Um, I know lately I've been kind of spontaneous, but I'll try to go live every day. I'm gonna try as many days as I can. Okay, guys. Try to next time Sam is on. Sam is on. That's cool. Next time Sam is on, try to convince her to go on weekly. I'm trying to get her to go weekly, once a week, because she's going every 2 weeks. I think people need more of Sam. They need some Sam time. So next time she's on, I want all of you to go, can you come on weekly? We need more Sam. All right, Sam, look at this. Let's go. Oh yeah, I'm not even, let's try that. Let's do it. Right? That's what I want her to do. So, okay, let's take some, Helmut is a man. Thanks, man. And by the way, please like, share, subscribe, please. Subscribe so we can get the algorithm, rhythm is a dancing, algorithm dancing, yeah. So we can get more people's eyes on this so we can help more people. And let's say people again, people. How do I feel better if my partner or friend have the same issue? Involve them, right? Do it together. Now you have a accountability buddy. It's the best. I'm so happy that oh, look at this, Lemmy. Look at this. Yeah. Anyway. Here we go. I'm so happy that I'm catching another live. Yes, thank you. Talk about Candida. Candida will disappear if your nervous system regulates. Yes, it will. It's a stress response. That's it. Don't try to kill the Candida. It's there for a reason. You're in a stress response. Leave it alone. I tried to kill Candida for 10 years. It made it worse. It never went away. Fucking, right? When you're having a stress response, it's supposed to be there. Eventually, when you regulate fully 100%, you'll see it's gone. Wow. This is crazy. And don't worry about doing any of the diets. You can eat sugar. You can eat all the stuff that feeds the overgrowth, and it won't do anything. Oh, I've been totally enjoying my walkie-talkies at the park. Love it. Walk and talks are amazing. You just talk about anything. You just walk and you just let it. You just blah, 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 blah. You just talk shit all day, like good positive shit. Just talk blah 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 blah. What you're gonna do today, what you're gonna do next week, right? All good things. Start to create your reality. Start to think about your future. What you're gonna do. Just talk, 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 talk. Walk, 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 walk. Right? I hear, touch, and smell. Perfect. I talk every tree, bird. I'm starting to love birds more. I'm like a bird watcher now. Or dog I pass keeps brain engaged and it keeps in the present moment. Love it. That's what gets me the most. Is the constant anxiety. It's not like full blown, but it's just like there constantly and it's in the background. Yep. Make it your friend and go, I hope you're here for another year, bud. Because you and me are like, right? We're bros, blood brothers, no matter what. Make it your girlfriend, right? You're describing everything, Kinga, that I'm going through. Good. So that gives you reassurance that you can fully recover, and it tells your brain, because your brain's always looking for evidence, right? That this is the way. I know it sounds a little woo-woo, but this is the way. And it's the safest way, because you're not doing anything dangerous, right? You're doing things that are good for you. So do them. Lisa, thanks for joining. And don't forget to like and share. Okay, thank you. We need to protect Helmut and all his costs that he keeps going on. Thank you very much. Oh, Ava, I need you just like you need me. I need the support and the love, and I'm glad that it's helping you. Keep watching, guys. This is amazing. Can I ask a question? I've had an anxiety issue on and off for most of my life. I'm like 48. Over the last few years, it's gotten even more chronic. Yep. Yeah, your survival state's moving up, ramping up. It makes sense. I understand everything, and I feel I do well with acceptance. Yep. Keep working on it. Keep doing the pillars. Keep doing the work, and you will get there. Promise you. That needle will have no choice, or your brain will have no choice but to change. That needle will have no choice but to move. But it takes discipline. That's it. All right. Must you use the feminine voice? Yes, I do. Thank you. To mock people you find annoying, then how would you know that I'm talking about these people? Why are you one of those people? Hmm. I couldn't take any antihistamines even before I developed this condition. Would even try it. Yeah, I couldn't either. I tried, and I that was not a good night. Uh, I'm gonna try to do a Tony Soprano impression. I don't know if it's gonna work well with people. It might need a different audience for it, but I do a mediocre, good Tony Soprano. I'll do it sometime. Oh, details on the May 2025 group, etc. Interested? Okay, so I got the healing dudes. Joe, he's gonna work. I'm putting all the work into it, like the all the because Sam, she gave me 70 videos. She's like, yeah, I think we're going to need a couple of videos for people they can watch it. They don't have to do any. It's videos for you, for the people that are interested in learning more. You don't need it, right? So I have the work. I have my program where people do, this is the work, right? You do that. But then we have a video library that Sam has put out there for people that are interested, and she says it in a way that's not too triggering, because we don't want people to get their PhDs like some other programs make you do. This is just voluntary if you want to, right? You don't need this stuff to recover, but some people like to learn more about it because I think knowledge brings confidence, right? I get to the gist. The way I do the knowledge with my program is as an average Joe, just enough so you understand the gist, so it's good enough for you to recover. You don't, it's not deep dives. Sam, she does deep dives, right? Where you get right down the rabbit hole and go, and then we're listening. When you're feeling this, what do you expect? It's going to, and yes, don't worry, you will recover. So she's right there holding your hand, going through the video. Plus, she will be there with group coaching calls. So we're both going to be doing group coaching, right? I'll be doing Mondays probably, and she'll be doing, I don't know, maybe Thursdays. I have no idea what day. We're going to pick and choose. And then in the membership, you get to have two different people that had two different experiences and recovered from a shitload of symptoms. Me, 75 plus, her, I don't know how many, but it was a shitload, right? Different experiences. We got the feminine, we got the male perspectives on things. She's a little bit older, so there's menopause in there. There's all these different angles, right? And all her knowledge when it comes to the science, all the books she's read, courses she took. Me, it'll be just the experiences that I've been through coming together, and you'll have the whole yin yang effect, right? The whole trifecta or bifecta in a program. Plus, we're gonna be doing a lot of guided visualizations, guided meditations. We have a couple freebies here. We have like 4 of them, and plus, there's so much content on my YouTube channel. That alone can get you to recovery. You don't need to be in a membership, right? But for those that do, they want to go a little deeper. They want to be, where there's steps and a plan and somebody to talk to. There's no limit on questions that you can ask. And you're with a community of people that are dealing with the same shit as you, right? 10 heads are better than one. And they will also help you move through the delays that you might go through quicker. You will go through delays. You will go through setbacks. You will have the doubts along the way, all along the way. And you move through it quicker when you talk to other people that are dealing with the same thing. Go, oh, yeah, I had that. Oh, don't worry, this and this and this. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Oh, oh, thank you for saying that. I'm like, right? So that's the gist of it. And along the way, I'm going to keep growing it. I'm going to have my wife, she will be hosting yin yoga online. So that'll be included in the membership. She won't be doing that till September. But eventually the goal is to add that in there. And yeah, the website's going to keep growing and growing and growing. And there'll be more cool shit for you guys to do, right? If you're struggling with visuals, whatever, you can do the guided stuff and help use that to help you with your journey. It's like your boat has a hole in it and is filling with water, and you're trying to bail out the water with a teacup. Exactly. Yeah, or a spoon, right? Yes. Yes, he did. Jesus did come to give us a book, but I bet most people haven't read it. Read the Bible. Yeah, right? Or it's been manipulated, right? Some guy goes, "Oh, look at this book. This is amazing. Well, we need to control people, so we're gonna edit the shit out of it and give you a different version, and you will never know, right? This is why you go within, and you'll get the downloads from God, Jesus, or your higher self, or whoever you you believe in. You will get the downloads of information. You will get the book. Downloadable. It's an audible book, right? Boom. This is my second time. I never thought it would get me again after almost 30 years. Hey, it happens. Life happens. You know what? Sometimes I had it two times. This my last time it forced me to really learn the shit. And now I have tools that will help me for the rest of my life. All right. Yeah, it's true. Once you heal yourself with your mind, you can do anything. It's true. One question. I have stomach problems. When I start to nightfall, I just break down and get sad. And even after eating, I don't start doing the work and start changing your responses. Right? Allow yourself to have the symptoms. Yeah, we all get sad. We all have all those depression, sadness. It's a normal reaction to have when you're feeling like this. Right? Do the work. Join us. We'll be there with you in the trenches, and change your response. Right? Use it as opportunities to change your response and bring it with you wherever you go. Stick to your routine. Thank you. Awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to try to be live every day. And I will post what time I'll be on later on today. I'll make a little post here on YouTube, and then you can check it out, and I'll see what time I'm on tomorrow, so you guys can tune in. Awesome, guys. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. Please subscribe.